Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing a first impression and review on the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Longwear Concealer as well as the powder. I'm sure you guys have heard so much about this, so if you guys have heard this spiel about the concealer and the powder already, you can go ahead and fast forward to the demo. If not, let me just quickly go over these products. So on the Fenty Beauty website, which I'm looking at right now, there's a total of 50 shades of the concealer. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer, and this is an instant photo soft coverage for all, longwear, light as air, crease proof. It says a creamy longwear crease-proof liquid concealer that delivers light as air, medium to full coverage in a groundbreaking range of 50 easy to shop soft matte shades. One thing I really like about the Fenty Beauty website is when you click on a product, it actually divides the shades into light, medium, tan, and deep, so it's easier for you to figure out your shade. I have the shade 150, which is described as for light skin with a neutral undertone. Each concealer comes with 0.27 fluid ounces of product, which if we compare it to, let's say, my ColourPop has 0.176 ounces of product, and let's say if we compare it to Tarte Shape Tape, Tarte has 0.3381 fluid ounces of product. So this is kind of in between those two. And next I have the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. This is in the shade Butter. This shade is described as just light. This is a light as air setting powder, photo soft finish for all. And it's described as a super fine weightless loose setting powder curated in 8 sheer shades to perfect and extend makeup wear for that filtered photo ready finish on lock. And this has 0.98 ounces of product. That's a lot of product. Let's compare it to my Maybelline Fit Me, which only has, I think, this has 0.7 ounces of product. So this has definitely a lot more product. The packaging is about the same size. This definitely feels a bit heavier and like luxurious. If you'd like to see what my first impressions and my review of the product, go ahead and continue watching. Hey guys! So today I am doing a first impression and review of the new Fenty Beauty Concealer. It's the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. Now, so the Pro Filter Concealer retails for $26 on the Fenty Beauty website, and it has a total of 50 shades. The setting powder retails for $32 on the Fenty Beauty website, and it has 8 shades. I have the shade Butter in the powder, and I have the shade 150 in the concealer. So I've already moisturized my face, and now what I usually like to do is take my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask, and I just like to first like spray my sponge and just kind of dab it in. And if I'm looking over here, I have a mirror over here, that's why. And this just kind of helps moisturize my skin, kind of prep it. And the reason why I don't like to just spray it directly on my face, because I feel like it takes longer to soak into the face versus like just pressing it in. Since I'm reviewing the Fenty Beauty Concealer, or doing a first impression on Fenty Beauty products, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Foundation. So let me just quickly apply this off camera. For this, I'm in the shade 190, and I know the concealers correspond, like the same numbers correspond with the foundation, but I kind of like a slightly lighter under eye, so I decided to go with 150. So we'll see later if that was the correct choice, but let me go put this on and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my face after 1 layer of foundation. I used about 2 pumps of the Fenty Beauty foundation, and it's just a really natural, like it's not too much foundation. I still have my skin peeking through, just because I also want to test how the concealer covers, like just like my red spots here. You can still kind of see my skin peeking through, but it's just a very light layer of the foundation. And now I'm gonna move on to the concealer. So again, I have the shade 150. So this is described as for light skin with neutral undertones, which is, I have pretty yellow undertones, but my face is actually a bit like even more of a like orangey yellow undertone than my body. And I find that wearing a neutral foundation, which the shade 190 is on the neutral side, it helps balance it out so I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. So let's try this out. So it comes with the usual doe foot applicator. Let's try it on. I don't know how much I want to use. Let's zoom you guys in a little. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in a little bit. Let's put a little bit on. I'm just gonna do this much first. And let's actually blend this out first, just because I want to see how it compares to my other eye. Ooh. So far this is blending out with no problems, like no issues. It's blending out super nicely. Oh my gosh, this is... Are you guys seeing this? So, I don't know if you guys can see this. It is picking up a little bit on my dry patches under my eyes, which I didn't even know I had. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me try zooming you guys even more. So, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have a few dry patches here. It's picking up on it a little bit. Overall, the coverage is nice. So I just have a little bit of a dry patch here and it has picked up on it, but other than that, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell the difference. Okay, now let's apply this to my other eye. And as well as my forehead, nose. Woo, that's a lot. My chin. Okay, time to blend this out. It is, I feel like more of a thick concealer. This shade is definitely very brightening. So if you guys don't like a super bright under eye, I wouldn't recommend like going down so many shades, because obviously the foundation, the concealer itself was made to, like the same shade name is meant to complement each other. So if you don't like that super bright look, oh my gosh, I put way too much concealer on my nose. This concealer goes a long way, like a little goes a long way. But look at, girl, I look like I have a photoshopped nose. Let's blend that out on my forehead. So this is my face after the concealer and everything has been blended out. Here's a little close-up. I feel like for the most part it looks pretty smooth except for the little dry patch I had under my eye. That kind of picked up, so I want to say if you have a dry skin and you have dry patches, just to make sure you moisturize very well beforehand. And a little bit of this concealer definitely goes a long way, and I love how it looks so far. I'm loving this shade. I think this shade highlights my face really well, and it's not too bright or too light for my skin, so I really like this. Now let's try the powder. Again, I have the shade Butter, and the powder looks like this. I love the packaging. And of course, I don't know if you guys know, but on this top slit here, there is a little stopper. So if you don't like your powder, like I know a lot of people have this issue, like when you travel and your powder kind of tumbles around your luggage, when you open it, the powder just like flies everywhere. So this is gonna come in handy. It's a little stopper that you can put on it. So this is a brand new powder. I haven't opened it yet, so love that it's super easy to open, because sometimes I need to take my tweezers out and open it. So let's just get a little bit out. I have about this much on the cap. I know it's a little, but I want to see how far I can go. So I'm just taking my sponge. I'm taking a little bit on my sponge, and I'm going to just set my under eye and onto my lid. I think this powder has smoothed out my under eye. I don't know if you guys can see compared to this eye. So this side is the one that has been set, and this eye hasn't. I think it looks really nice so far. Get a little bit more to set my other eye. So again, just taking it on the sponge. And since this is a slightly more drier concealer, and it is winter right now, I'm not gonna bake. I'm just pressing this into my skin. Oh my gosh, that smoothed out. Like, can you see the comparison between like my nose and my under eye? Like, it's so smooth under my eye right here. Loving that. Now I'm just gonna take a big old fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna stamp some of this product onto the brush, and I'm gonna dust this over my face. Do a little bit more powder. I'm just gonna get this all over my face. I really hope this powder lasts a long time because my face looks so smooth. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so beautiful. I think I was a bit skeptical about this concealer at first. I think with the powder, it really helped kind of blur it and set it into place. I still have that one dry patch under my eye, which is a bit strange. Like, I've never had dry patches under my eye. I think it just might be because this winter is one of the coldest winters on the East Coast, and I'm from the West Coast, so my skin's like kind of adjusting to it. But other than that one spot, I think my face looks pretty good. Now that everything's set, I'm gonna put on the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back just to do final check-in. After I check in, I'll do a few check-ins throughout the day, and I'll let you guys know how it is. Hi guys, so I just finished my makeup. It's just a really natural makeup look. I'm wearing some really natural lashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're literally my favorite like natural lash. I really like this lash, and it's really affordable if you wanna, you know, save some money. I'm a college student, so you know, gotta save some money sometimes. So here is my finished makeup look, and I gotta say everything went on super smoothly. There was no patchiness in my bronzer, my blush. Everything looks great. Let me just zoom you guys in a little bit and show you how my makeup is looking. Now they're all up close and personal. Here is my makeup. I think it looks really nice. I'm just wearing a super natural look once again. I think it looks really nice. My bronzer and blush is looking great. My under eyes look so smooth. My face looks so smooth. Everything looks super smooth. Also, I just want to quickly add that I didn't set my face with any setting spray yet. So I'm actually going to just set it quickly with this Morphe setting spray, and just to take a little bit of that powdery feel. Just a little bit of setting powder, just because I always set my face anyways. So yeah, this is the finished look. So far I'm really liking everything. The concealer, I'm kind of in between right now. I'm more leaning towards liking it. At first I was a little bit worried because, you know, I did put it under my right eye first, and it kind of picked up on some dry patches, which kind of worries me because I don't usually have dry patches. But that just tells me that it's probably just a more mattifying concealer. So next time I just know to moisturize more. The coverage is great. It blends out super easily, and there's so many shades, and I just think it's so versatile. And I used it on the face and it was great. The powder, instantly in love with it. I love how it makes my skin look. It looks super, super like buttery. No pun intended on the shade I have. But I love how it makes my skin look. It just looks so smooth. I just hope that it does last all day. My skin is dry, but it is also kind of oily in the T-zone. So we'll see how this day goes. It is, let's see, It is 3:57 right now, so it's almost basically 4 p.m. Pretty late start, but I'm gonna be up pretty late, so I'm definitely gonna get a good at least 8 hours wearing this foundation. So yeah, I'll do another check-in in a few hours. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hey guys, so I'm recording this on my phone right now, but I really wanted to show you guys how everything looked in natural lighting. So I'm upstairs right now in my apartment, and I think it looks pretty freaking smooth. Other than, I don't even know if you guys can see, but I had like one tiny dry patch here. Other than that, I think it looks pretty freaking good. Yeah, here it is in natural lighting. Hey guys, so I'm back for a check-in. It is 6:50 right now, which means it has almost been 3 hours. And I gotta say, everything looks really good. The concealer looks really good. The powder has been keeping my face really, really smooth. Nothing much has changed. The shine is from the highlighter I'm using. I am getting, it's not really oily, a little bit of shine peeking through around my nose, but that is absolutely normal for me. I have a very oily T-zone. So let me zoom you guys in and I'll just kind of show you what my skin looks like after 3 hours. Okay, so here is my skin at the 3 hour mark. I think it looks really good so far. Everything still looks super smooth. My under eyes haven't creased. I gotta say, my under eyes do look a bit like dry, and I mean, my under eyes are definitely the least oily part of like my entire face. It's not, I don't usually have dry patches, but it can get a little bit dry at times. And this concealer is definitely not hydrating, I'll say that. It still looks really nice and flawless, but up close it can, I'm looking in the mirror and it can look just a tiny bit dry, which is totally fine. Like Tarte Shape Tape also does that to me. I just have to keep my under eyes really moisturized. It's pretty okay here. Nothing else has been accentuated. I also put on my forehead and everything else looks really good. My lipstick is kind of worn off. But what do you guys think? I think it still looks pretty good. At the 3 hour mark, I think it still looks really, really good. Nothing has like creased or like faded. Everything is still looking good. That's my 3 hour check-in, and I'll see you guys after my rehearsal. And I'll do a few more check-ins before the night ends. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, so it's the end of the night. It is 11:58 p.m. And I've had this concealer and powder on for pretty much 8 hours. Yeah, it's right on the 8 hour mark. And let's see. I think it still looks pretty freaking good. Obviously I am just the tiniest bit shiny right in here and on my forehead, which is where I get oily. My eyeliner is a little bit smudged, which is totally normal. Under my eyes, I don't know if you guys can see, there's just a tiniest bit of creasing right in there, which is not abnormal for me. Just the tiniest bit, like right in there. I don't know if you guys can see. And I think that actually might partially be due to just my face, like my under eyes being more on the dry side. So I mean, now I know that if I want to wear this concealer, that I should moisturize really well. As for the powder, I think it did a pretty good job overall. Like my face still looks super smooth. Everything is still on. My bronzer hasn't faded, my blush hasn't faded, my highlighter is still there. So I think it looks pretty good overall. Here's just a close-up of my skin. I think I like the powder just a little bit more than the concealer. I definitely have a few concealers that I've been enjoying just a little bit more than this. Not saying that this is a bad concealer necessarily. I would just say there are definitely even better options. I will definitely keep using this. A few concealers that I've been really enjoying recently is the ColourPop No Filter concealer and the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer, which is actually in this tube packaging. I've been using this for, I want to say 1 or 2 weeks, and I really like it so far. I do think the Fenty Beauty Concealer, if you have more oily skin, I think this will work great for you. It's just my under eyes are a little bit on the dry, well, they're pretty much on the dry side, and they crease very easily. So it did sink into one of my creases over here, which is, I mean, it's not out of the ordinary. But I just want to tell you guys exactly, you know, what I see. The powder, I think, is really nice. I love the finish that it gives to the skin. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with these products a little bit more and see like what combinations work, like what I have to do to prep my skin to, you know, have it work the best on me personally. That is my review of the Pro Filter Concealer and Powder. I hope you guys liked this video. Please like, comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Yeah, see you guys next time.